she said. Hey Triad, I'm Trish, and this is Kendra with My First Kitchen. And we're at Extra Ingredient today talking about some fun finds that Kendra is going to talk about.
These are really, really great. Let me tell you why. When you're making cookies or anything that is kind of a rougher dough, but you're using like one of those little dinky spatulas.
Right.
I've broken a couple of those.
Yeah.
Not good, but you still want like to be able to scrape it down. This has the strength of a wooden spoon, but the non-stick and dishwasher safe approval of a spatula. They're fantastic.
And look at all the
there's a
fun colors.
Colors.
Yay!
So you can customize and personalize. This is a bench knife, and it's used in bread making a lot of times, but this is really great for like scooping stuff up after you chop it and you're cooking it to drop it in your pan. It's great if you're making like log cookies to kind of cut through. If you are baking bread, you can use it for that, but this is really, really great. I use this a lot. Scoops are really fun. It might seem a little frivolous to have, but it's not, because it makes life a lot easier if you're making cookies. You know, like this size is really good. You don't have to fiddle with the two spoons. They all look the same, which it doesn't matter if they don't look the same. Your food doesn't have to be perfect, but they bake evenly.
And they look uniform.
Yes. And then this is another thing that's really great to have, and this is a spider. There are a couple different kinds, but yeah, I've never seen one like this before, because the Extra Ingredient has everything. But this is great for like if you're making pasta and you don't want to like dirty up a big strainer or colander, and you just are going to put it right into your pan. Let's say you're like making pasta and making sauce, and you could just put your pasta right in and it sort of drains. This is great if you're blanching vegetables, greens, broccoli, whatever, to take the raw taste out of it. You can just sort of take it out that way. You don't lose anything. This is just if you're frying stuff, which, you know, we're not supposed to do, but we do anyway. So if you're like deep frying stuff, this is a great way to get it out without, you know, causing mass injury.
Well, and I even got to use one at your cooking class the other day, and the first time I'd ever cooked greens, because I'm not a greens kind of girl.
They were good, right?
They were delicious. And is the recipe on your site?
It's not.
It's not. Well, you had to take one of our cooking classes, but she used one of these to get the greens out of the hot water, and then it just made it so much easier than having to get out that giant colander. And
it does. It's again, dishwasher. You know, one little thing as opposed to a bunch of big colanders.
So we're back with the baking section here in the Extra Ingredient at Friendly Shopping Center, talking about bundt cake pans. Since I needed one, I thought, why not ask Kendra about them?
I would recommend a silicone.
Okay.
Now you're not going to get like a lot of, you know, that crusty cakeness when you have it baking along the hot pan,
right?
Like a metal pan would. But this is so easy to clean. It can go in the dishwasher. You can just sort of crunch it up and cram it in the cabinet. And it's non-stick. You don't have to butter it. You don't have to flour it. It takes like 2 steps out of your baking, and you can just kind of.
Well, okay, so this is, I have to say, then the thing I need, because I was just baking a cake with my son yesterday in my old bundt cake pan. It was probably my grandmother's, nothing wrong with it, but for whatever reason, I sprayed it with Pam. It did exactly what it said, 5 minutes, let it cool, turn it over. Half the cake fell out, and I was kind of bummed, and I thought, that's okay, we'll make trifle out of it with some strawberries and cream.
I love the ingenuity.
But the thing is, I mean, I had to scrape it out of there.
A lot of times, no one tells you this, I'll tell you now, like cooking spray on non-stick surfaces is not a good combo. It actually will erode your surface. On metal pans, you really definitely want to butter and flour.
Here are some very nice metal ones.
Oh yeah, those
I
are
have
beautiful.
to say, very decorative.
Absolutely. And that's a good non-stick. I mean, that's some
heavy duty.
That's some solid surface.
But this one's not non-stick, is it?
Doesn't feel like it.
So you have to flour and butter like the old-fashioned way.
And you'd want to flour and butter the non-stick as well.
Okay.
You do. But see, that's the thing that's great about the silicone is you don't have to do either. But you don't want to put cooking spray on the non-stick. You want to butter and flour.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here's the thing. If you're using pretty things that get you excited about cooking, you're going to cook. You know, if you're just kind of stuck with like lame-o things, you're not really going to get super excited to get in the kitchen. So it's okay to
So who wouldn't be excited about baking brownies with cute square liners, hot pink, colors, shapes of every sizes.
Precious. And this place is a great place to come and get pretty things to make your kitchen feel a little bit more pretty, and it'll get you in there more. So if I give you any tip, that's the big one. Have a little bit of pretty in your kitchen, and you'll want to be in there more often.
And the extra ingredient is one of our very few, if not only, local kitchen stores here in Greensboro.
Absolutely.
So definitely make sure to stop by Extra Ingredient in Friendly Shopping Center.
Thanks.